Welcome back. I want to do another gear review video, and this time I want to do my TrophyLine Sumpter pack. This thing has been a great pack so far. I love it. There's a few things about it I don't like, but we'll kind of go through all of those. But first of all, you can see right now I've got it loaded down with my Tethrd Skeletors. I've got the TrophyLine Mission platform, and got bugs crawling on me, apologies. I've got it, it's not fully loaded down right now, but it does have my saddle hunting gear on the outside of it. I do not have my saddle with it, obviously, but I want to kind of show you what kind of room there is in it, and kind of just some features of the bag, reasons why I like it. Okay, before we get too far into this, let's weigh this. And I'm going to put it on the scale and lift up, because it is not a light bag at all. And with the total scale here, 27.4 pounds. 27.4 pounds. 27.4 pounds. So with all the gear on it, that's on it right now, it's 27.4 pounds. Now we'll take everything off and we'll weigh it again empty. So let's do that now. All right, now the bag's empty. Okay, empty. The bag weighs 6.8 pounds. It's bouncing between 6.8 and 7 pounds. That's what it weighs empty. All right, let's take a look at the outside features first. First and foremost, this is a frame pack. You can see it here. It is it's an aluminum frame. I definitely wouldn't put 500 pounds on it or anything of that sort, but it is a frame. It does have an external frame that actually supports the bag, which I like. I don't know that it makes a huge bit of difference. I was carrying a Decine, an old snowboarding bag before this, but as soon as I got the saddle stuff, I wanted something that was actually going to be able to hold my gear. And with the straps and everything this does a good job. So you've got these straps on the side here, which can actually hold your climbing sticks. They're on both sides, as I showed earlier. And then it has an extra pocket here for your platform. I'm able to squeeze my Mission platform in there. I put a Tethrd Predator platform in there, which fits much better, obviously, because it's smaller. But this actually holds all those in place, and then it has an extra piece that comes around the front that ties everything together. The straps all feel durable. They're plastic, but they do feel durable. So far, I haven't had any problems with it, but I've really got about a half season on it. Maybe, I don't know. I'd say maybe since after season carrying it, probably got about a whole season worth of carries on it, but everything seems to be durable. Everything seems to be holding up just fine. We'll start here on the front pocket. The front pocket has my septic system. The front pocket doesn't completely fold down, but it does fold down a little bit. And right now I've just got an extra tripod and a multi-tool in it. Usually I keep my compass, the light, all sorts of that stuff. I've actually got all that in my ADC kit right now, so I don't have it inside this bag, but this pocket is perfect for that. It kind of enables you to get into stuff whenever you're in the tree, which I really like. Then this flap here folds down, and you can loosen it up a little bit. It does kind of make a little bit of a shelf when you're in the tree, which is kind of cool. You can set stuff on it. I was able to set my camera on it. I was able to set my, shoot, just about anything. I even put my release on it one time whenever I was moving around in the tree. So this is a nice feature to have. The inner pocket here, a lot of guys use this to carry their camera gear and stuff. It's really just a big, just a big pocket that allows you to put whatever you want into it. It's padded, kind of. The outside's padded, the inside's not really that much padded, but it doesn't need to be that padded in the first place. And we're moving up. Move this out of the way. There's an extra pocket here, and in this pocket, this is where I keep all of my Night Eyes S hooks. It's where I keep my paracord HYS strap. I don't know, tree strap thing that you go around to hold stuff. I don't want to call it an HYS because that's a patent by a particular company, but we'll just say it's my gear strap. This is the one I did the video on. Goes around the tree, works just fine. And then I also keep a few extra carabiners, and I use this large Night Eyes carabiner right here as my bow hook. Put that onto my gear strap and my bow hangs right there. But this is a nice little pocket. It's not real deep, but you can get a few things in it. And then in a very top pocket here, for just little stuff, you can put your keys in there. I usually keep a little, keep a film canister around for any kind of trash that I might have. As far as if I was eating something, I can cram it down in that film canister, and it stores it there just fine. Inside the bag is a big, big, big pocket. And it also has extra side pockets inside of this, so you can really keep yourself organized. And in here right now, I've got my back strap, got my knee pads, and I've got an extra lineman's rope and a nice little carry caddy. So, oh, there's more. I've got a kill bag. I've got some wipes. Get everything off your hands. And usually I've got more knives and stuff like that. I've usually got some extra stuff and padding and things in here that I just keep stored in here. And I keep my hunting license in there as well as a couple extra garbage bags, because, you know, when you clean something, your tools and stuff get dirty and you don't want to throw them away, so it's easy just to throw them in there until you get them home to clean it. Clean your tools, not the deer. On the side of the bag, there are some extra pockets here as well. This side pocket, they call it a water bottle pocket, and I guess you could shove your water bottle in it, but if you have sticks on it, you're not going to be able to do that. Also has a large pocket here, and I've seen a lot of people put their tripods down in there, which makes sense. And then it has a large zipper pocket, which is where I keep my my bow rope, another paracord bow rope. It has the exact same thing on both sides. And I've got my gloves on this side, and a big empty pocket, and then a large pocket here. So it has all those pockets that basically you can store stuff in. All right, now we spun the bag around here. There's a couple of features I definitely want to talk about here. First of all, the waist strap that goes around this thing. It is filled with some Molle loops in it, and I've got these, we'll just say inexpensive Molle loops, or Molle packs from Amazon. And this one I keep my rangefinder in it, and in this one I keep my Velcro straps in it. And if you've ever been hunting in the woods and you get ticks, there's a little easy way to keep them from crawling up your clothes, and that's to run some Velcro straps around your pant leg. So I keep a whole pouch full of those, but they connect right on here, which makes it really nice because everything just simply stays in place. Everything's right where you want it at. I've actually got another Molle pouch that I can put a bottle in, so sometimes I'll actually throw that one on here on the end, and I'll have my Coke or water, whatever it is I'm drinking into the woods. There's a grab handle on the top, and obviously the backpack straps. One of the nicest features about this bag, and the funny thing was I actually played around with it a lot and ended up putting it pretty much back where it was in the beginning, but this whole section here is on Velcro. Getting it off, and it's good solid Velcro. But this thing actually can move up and down when you take the Velcro loose on it, so that the back support moves to where it fits you best, which I really like that feature, because so many times bags are made for people that aren't my size or maybe a little bigger or whatever, but I kind of prefer it down. You can play around with it yourself and figure out where you like it at. But this amount of support back here, as far as all these cushions, makes a big bit of difference when you're hauling, well, 27 pounds worth of gear into the woods. I do have a another paracord strap, and I use this to hold my bag in the tree. On the bottom of the bag, on top of everything else that we've already gone through, there's more features here. And you can see, I apologize for starting to sweat, it's hot. There's two things here. First of all, there is what they call the meat sack, or the meat wrap, but you can simply take this, get yourself a deer or whatever, and you need to hike it out. This actually goes up over the bag and clips onto these red hooks that are on the outside of the bag. So each one of these clips goes into these red hooks. So you can actually run this whole set over top of your bag and help to keep the meat and everything in place. All right, and on top of that, that's not all that's on the bottom. There's also another pocket here, which has it's either for your rifle or you can put your bow in it, but it allows you to pack your rifle or your bow on the back. So you can put the bottom cam in here, tighten this up, run your bow right down the middle, and you can also strap and carry your bow on top of this bag as well. Another thing I'm a big fan of. Haven't done any yet, but I'm planning on a little journey to Southern Ohio this year, and it'd be nice not to have to carry the bow the whole time. Okay, what I like about this bag. I may not be the most experienced saddle hunter on the planet, which I'm not, but I am a bag whore. I traveled for almost 20 years for business and understand what it means to pack a bag. And this bag satisfies a lot of those needs. It has plenty of pockets, which is definitely something I look for in any bag that I get. And it also has a variety of sizes of pockets. It's got small pockets, like I showed you here on the top one. That's a tiny one. It's got medium-sized pockets, like down here and here. And it's got a huge main section of pockets that has pockets inside of pockets. Organization in a bag is critical to me, and I will always default to a bag with tons of pockets. It's got the pockets on the side like we talked about. It's got pockets everywhere, and it's a good sized bag. It's not too heavy empty. Like I said, it's 7 pounds empty. Add to it the extra gear and stuff, and yeah, you start cranking up the weight. But I will, like I said, I will default to a bag with pockets, especially external pockets over anything else. In that, I will add one of the things that I don't like about this bag and the pockets, these side pockets. These side pockets are great to stow stuff in, but when you've got your sticks on the side of the bag and everything cranked down, these side pockets are almost useless. I'm sure if you had smaller sticks than the Skeletors or the Hawks that I had last year, it'd probably be a better solution for it. But with larger sticks, especially with a larger Mission platform sitting here, you're going to basically make these side pockets obsolete. You can still store stuff in them. When you get to the tree, once you got everything set up, you can get to these. But on your way to the tree, once you got everything in your bag, once you got all your sticks and stuff on, these pockets are pretty much non-existent. So you can't get to them. I think the next thing that I'm probably a big fan of is I like the material. I like the fact that it's not a camouflage material. I like the fact that it's just a kind of a tan brown. I'll put a picture in here. When it's hanging on the tree, it doesn't really stand out that bad. There's a few red things like the TrophyLine emblem and things like that, but it doesn't really stand out that bad on the tree. It kind of blends in, especially where I'm at here in Ohio. But I do like the material. It seems heavy duty. With the material, I'll say, I mentioned this before, the back pad down here, this seems like at some point I'm going to end up having to put duct tape on this because it tore. This lower back pad seems to be a pretty thin material, so I'm not a real big fan of that, and I'm not really sure what this vinyl patch down here is for. I'm sure it's to keep things from wearing out, but hopefully this stuff here doesn't wear out. I can see on the back pads here, I've actually got a little bit of a wear spot up top, but I think that's just from using it, obviously. I like the straps that go on it. I wish they were a little bit more padded, maybe a little bit wider, but that's just personal preference. I do think the Molle loops are good. The first Molle loop here seems to be a little small to fit my cheapo Amazon Molle packs through, but all in all, I don't really have a lot of complaints about this bag. Other than, like I said, I just can't get to these side pockets whenever I'm using it, so they kind of become obsolete. But I think that all things considered, it's a good heavy-duty bag that I'm hoping to get years of use out of, even if I have to duct tape the back up. Some of my key things that I really like, I like the bow holder, the rifle holder, whichever one you want to call it. I like the meat options, the meat sack. I don't see myself doing a whole lot with that, but like I said, I'm going to try and get out this year and get a little bit further into the woods, and I don't necessarily want to have to haul the whole deer back. So there's a few benefits like that, and now let me load this thing back up. All right, so with all things considered, I love this bag. Even though it's got a couple things that I'm not a big fan of, I still love this bag. I will say, if you've got a TrophyLine Mission platform, be prepared to try to figure out the best way to go with it. I used to carry it sideways, but it tends to run into the sticks, so I got to carry the sticks out, which will, or the feet out on the sticks, which they kind of grab stuff. They have no problem grabbing trees and things of that sort when you're walking by. So if I turn this around, these clank, so I have to turn these around, and then I can run this more vertical instead of horizontal, but then it kind of comes up here and you can use your top strap to hold it in. So if you've got a Mission platform, well, if you've got a Mission platform, you know that it's just a big platform and you're paying the price for it, as far as weight, as far as packability. But when you get in the tree, it's nice. It's like you got a condominium underneath your feet. $229 is the regular price for this thing. I think it's a good deal as far as what you get for the bag. There's a lot of other bags on the market that are a lot more expensive. There's some bags on the market that are cheaper, but you just don't get the space out of them. You don't get the storage out of them. And I will say that I'm very happy with this purchase. I'm looking forward to using it again this year. And yeah, if you like it, go check out their website. They've got much more detailed reviews on it than what I've done, but it's a good setup, and I highly recommend it to anybody who is looking for a bag to go saddle hunting or camping or pretty much anything you want. It's even got straps. There's places on the bottom. It's got compression straps on the bottom, so you can shove a tent in there. You can shove a sleeping roll. You can shove anything you want in there too. So it's a good bag for camping, hiking, hunting, pretty much anything you can want to do. So check it out, TrophyLine. I'll put the link down in the description for TrophyLine and for this bag. You know me, I like TrophyLine stuff. So check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.